Q2 I needed to find half a second, and I didn't do anything obviously wrong. I was just genuinely struggling, and Q3 just came alive, and felt like I delivered 2 mostly good laps. I think if you put my sector 3 of lap 2 with my sector 1 and 2 of my first lap, then it would be, there's still quite a bit left on the table. The last lap I didn't have much to lose going to the hairpin and really sent it, for lack of a better word. So just very proud to have ended up on pole.
I mean, it felt as good almost as a pole position because it was really unexpected. It all came together on that last lap. It was a messy session. Nothing was working. I was almost out in Q1, and it was just didn't have a good feeling. And I threw everything I had at it, and it just came together on the last lap. And to be ahead of a McLaren when there was no sort of major mistakes from them is pretty big. So please,
better result. Just still shows it's very close between everyone. We still don't have the margin that we would love to have. But a better job than we did yesterday for sure. Like, I just felt a lot more comfortable out there. Not necessarily quicker than we were yesterday, but just more comfy. And that's a good start considering how much I have struggled so far this weekend. So all of that and a good job by Oscar. So
no real consistent grip out there, and that makes it difficult to really get your references set. But I felt good. I mean, I think the lap was nice, but unfortunately it was not quick enough.
We made a couple of changes, but nothing major, and the car was really, really hard to drive. It just wasn't hugging the road. I don't know if it got a bit more gusty, and then the car was a bit harder.
As a team, I think we maximize the potential of the car, but the most important thing is that we understand where have gone the potential of the car, because from this morning or from sprint quali yesterday, we were much faster compared to the others. I think yesterday maybe Lando would have been a step ahead if he had finished his lap, but with other people we were more or less in line. And today, even though it's tight, we seem to be a bit more on the back foot, because I think both laps, Lewis's and mine, wasn't that bad. I mean, it was pretty good, so it's the way it is.
Amazing. Yesterday already they were on it. They gave me a really good car. I made a mistake, and today I didn't. So finished the job. It's a satisfying one. Yeah.
A bit disappointed from myself. I think pace today was good for single lap. It just was a bit messy, especially with warm up. Really hard to find the right balance and trying to strike the best grip out of the tire. So it was a bit messy because of that, my quali, and definitely some mistakes as well during the lap. I think also the fact of going off in the last corner in Q3 and not having the lap compromised a little bit the last run.
Well, first of all, happy for the team that we are both cars in the mix, and for myself, I just had a bit of struggle in the qualifying in Q3. I had a bit of mistake there, so. Apologies to the team, but still I think I'll take it.
I think we had the whole midfield spread by a 10th on our calculations, and we knew Q1 and Q2, honestly, it was almost the same qualifying session, because the margins are so close that whoever gets through, your chance to get through Q1 is just as difficult as getting through into Q3 kind of thing. It's weird, but just very happy to execute the laps and get clean laps on the board. It's really tricky because the wind was gusting quite a lot during that session, and it was easy to make mistakes, and you had to kind of ignore them and make sure to finish the lap, because there was always a corner on the track that you'd make a mistake on. So anyway, happy, surprised by RB's pace. I think they surprised us a little bit. They seem to be really strong also in the race runs, so I'm not sure if they're beatable tomorrow.
Probably changed 3/4 of the car all in all. It was a huge turnaround from the team. They did a really good job, to improve the car from sprint race to where it is now. Very happy with that. I think there is still some performance to be gained from this car. So it's not a definite stop of where we are. So that's very positive, especially coming from Melbourne. Let's try and optimize tomorrow, and we are close to the point, so let's see what we can get from the race.
It's just sector 1, unfortunately, I had a snap in turn 2, which, is a tricky corner. It's so long, and it just, picked up a snap, and, that cost, tenth and a half. I was down on myself to the previous run, so In theory, there was a bit more in it, but I think for now, I'll take it. It felt a bit better compared to what we've had so far this weekend. So we'll take it and work from here.
I think it was fine. The laps were good, and nothing really more to come. The out laps were tricky. We found ourselves always in the wrong spot, probably. Cars behind us, they were on a different philosophy of out laps, a little bit faster, and we were always losing a couple of places and then opening the gap in the last 2 corners. So yeah, tricky there, but same for everybody. And I think some of the setup changes we did from this morning to now were intended to improve the front degradation tomorrow. In qualifying, obviously we could not see any advantage on the setup changes we made. So hopefully tomorrow we have a better car.
Couple of tenths here and there. You always feel like you go kind of that 10th here, that 10th there, but it was a good effort.
Bit of the same issue really. Whenever I become to push in quali, just I don't seem to find the pace. Can be quick in some corners, but looks like the third sector I was paying a lot the price today. And then we did some big changes in the setup to try and improve the car for tomorrow.
Fundamentally, we're lacking a bit of pace over 1 lap. It was tricky. It's extremely fine margin, so within 2 tenths you get 5-6 positions, and that's the main thing. Yeah, it wasn't the cleanest. Wasn't the cleanest last lap.
I mean, we planned 3 runs today and didn't quite make it out there for the last one. It's tight to fit 3 runs in, and of course have to be quick with all the turnarounds and everything. Unfortunately, I didn't cross the line for my final lap.
It's never obviously a good feeling, getting knocked out. Tricky situation, to be honest, at the end there. It was very tight on timing. And whether, I'm sure there's a combination of things that we can do. But yeah, starting the lap, I was 2 seconds behind Liam. So I think our estimated timing is supposed to be 8 seconds for optimal. So I was way too close. But all in all, I think maximised the lap.
Got too much traffic in this last set of tires on the out lap, so couldn't put the tires in temperature. And before I started the lap, Lewis overtook me. So I thought that he was going to the pit, so I allowed him to overtake. But then he started the lap, and I was too close. It was a mess. It was a mess. This last set of tires. It's a shame because I really think we had the pace to go to Q2 again, but not all qualies go perfect.
It's very, very tough. And yeah, I can get upset at the traffic issues and things like that, but it shouldn't be the difference between me getting through or not. I have a whole lot of things to sort out myself before I can look at getting a little bit of traffic and things like that. So it's just frustrating.